Some men live and die in the shade of their olive trees. A lifetime of peace and simplicity. This book is the record of a man who wanted more. A man who wanted everything. His name was Napoleon Bonaparte. Soldier, general, emperor. Yet, all things have a beginning. There was a time when Napoleon was just a boy. A boy from Corsica.
Hello guys, and welcome to my Let's Play of Total War Napoleon. Now, the first thought you might have as soon as you look at the screen is I might have missized the actual OBS window, and I promise you that's not the case. It's just that this game is pretty old, and old games tend to be very bad at using a higher resolution with the UI and stuff like that, because they're not programmed with, you know, the future in mind. So that's why it has black things around it. And another thing, the UI will be pretty small. I tried / wanted to record this with 4K, but I couldn't because the UI was simply too small and you guys will not be able to see it. So I decided to go one step down to 1440p. Hopefully you guys are okay with that, unless you're very okay with very, very tiny UI. Like, it was super tiny. Look at this UI, by the way, and imagine half of that, and that's 4K. Anyway, we're gonna be playing through the single-player campaign of Napoleon. Now, this game has a few things that are pretty cool. So this is more of a kind of story-based Total War game, whereas other Total War games kind of have this grand battle, like free-for-all on the maps. This game seems to be more labeled to his actual campaigns, which I think is very interesting. It might not be for everyone, and I kind of wish it had a whole battle thing, and maybe it does with this one. I'm not entirely sure. But what I know is that all of these are kind of special, and they have their own little things. But we're gonna do Napoleon's campaigns, because that is interesting, and I think it's fun. Tutorial. Set during Napoleon's youth, this tutorial will teach you the basics of the Total War campaign game with the help of Louis-Alexandre Berthier. And I'm not French, so I don't know these names. Napoleon's most trusted staff officer. His help will guide you through the various trials that Napoleon encountered during his early life, culminating in the siege of Toulon. I'm assuming that's how I pronounce that. I've seen French movies, okay? And apparently it takes place during the 1778 and 1793. If you guys have not watched anything about Napoleon, or don't know who Napoleon is, I would question your schools, but also, I think it's very interesting, and I think you should look up Oversimplified on YouTube, and watch his simplification of the Napoleonic Wars, because that's very interesting and fun to watch. And the history of Napoleon is also very unique. The fact that he pretty much controlled all of Europe at some point, and I mean all of it, so including Italy and everything. I think that's very unique, and not something that we really speak about. We only speak about the Second World War and everything, not about the Napoleonic Wars, which I would argue has had a bigger effect on the world. But yeah, anyway, I would recommend reading up on Napoleon. And also, it needs to be said, I have only played Empire Total War. I have not played this game before, so all of this is new to me. I hope they play similarly, but I'm not entirely sure. So we'll see how that goes. Really hope it plays similarly, otherwise I'm screwed.
Ambition. Instilled in the mind of a child, it becomes a powerful force. From an early age, Napoleon was taught that ambition can make a man great. His father had done everything in his power to secure a place for his young son in a school on the mainland, far from Corsica and the confines of island life.
Okay, so how does this work?
Welcome to Corsica. You're about to learn how to build an empire through conquest and diplomacy, established vast and profitable trade routes, researched new and exciting technologies, and advanced Napoleon's military power on both land and sea. Fame and glory await.
Okay, so...
Let's start by getting comfortable with the camera controls.
Okay, sure.
To move the camera around the map, simply press and hold the middle mouse button while moving the mouse in
Middle
any
mouse
direction.
button? That's different than all the other ones. Can I just use the arrow keys? Do I have to use the middle mouse
You can
button?
also zoom in and out of the campaign map
That's
by
weird.
rolling the middle mouse button back and forth.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Let's select your general, Napoleon Bonaparte.
That's him.
Move your mouse cursor over him. Napoleon has a set number of movement points that can be used in each turn of the game.
There's
The
his bar
distance
here, right?
he can move is shown by the large colored area around him on the map.
What?
Each time
Oh.
Napoleon moves, this area
Okay.
becomes smaller until his movement points for the turn are exhausted. Also, within the character's movement area is a slightly smaller area in a different color. This is the zone of control. An enemy army or navy that enters the zone during the turn can be attacked.
Wait, what? Also, okay.
Try moving Napoleon to the port of Bastia on the northeast coast of Corsica. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the map on the intended destination with your mouse.
Okay, one thing needs to be said is it's a bit of an older game, so expect it to be a little bit weird in how it looks. Like you can see all of the aliasing here, you can see that it looks pretty good for its age, honestly, but I'm also using reshade. In case you guys want to see what reshade stuff I'm using. Oh god, it's messed up because I think I used 4K at some point. I just forget that I said I had reshade enabled and it looks pretty... Nah. I think I have clarity... I can show it here. So I have clarity, cast, contrast, stretch, and vibrance on. So those are the things you need to get the same look as me. It just looks very messed up right now. There we go. That looks better. It's because I made it with 4K. So it looks kind of weird now. Destination for Napoleon with the mouse. So this would go put me to the port, right? It's very interesting. It is very similar to modern Total Wars too. When was this released, by the way? Because it looks kind of nice. I like this style.
Préparez-vous! Marchez!
By the way, Napoleon certainly aged up. I don't think he's supposed to live here until he was like a
Towns,
child.
ports and cities form the backbone of your nation. Double left-click on one of them to open its information panel. This will show exactly what it does.
Double left click. By the way, I like the trait. True Corsican. True Corsican. Home is Napoleonic's first glory, and his second love is... okay.
The panel contains information about your towns and ports, including their effects and background detail. Clicking on the tick icon will close this panel.
Fun fact, by the way. Napoleon
Once you've
almost
finished
was
everything
not
you
born
want to do
French.
during this turn, select
That's very
the
interesting.
End Turn button at the bottom of the screen.
Wait, who am I fighting against, though?
As Napoleon prepared to leave his island home, he must have been nervous. He was a boy leaving his family behind for a life in a strange new place. If only he had known that he was starting out on a path that would change the face of Europe forever.
Why is that a question mark? It's a fact that he changed Europe forever.
A
Okay.
ship has arrived to take Napoleon to the French mainland. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the ship to board it.
But
Notice that the ship automatically moved towards Napoleon. And if he has enough movement points left in this turn, he will board the ship.
wait, so I can make the ship come to me by selecting a character and clicking on the ship?
Embarquement!
Oh, is that new? Like, as in, like, is that new for this game? I like how it doesn't even go to the port.
You now need
It
to
just goes
select the
here.
destination. Select the ship and right-click near the southern coast of France to allow Napoleon to reach the French mainland.
Okay, I shall do just that, good sir.
As your
Oui,
course
Captain.
has now been set, you need to end turn before your ship can move in the next turn.
Okay. Merci.
Having set your ship's course in the previous turn, select the End Turn button so that it automatically carries out your order. Alternatively, if you wish to change your orders, simply select your ship and then right-click on a new area of sea to set a new destination.
Okay, I always prefer doing this without having to click end turn because it's boring to sit and watch it already be done. So I typically like to just do this instead of clicking end turn and doing it automatically.
Do not forget to click the end turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn.
Trade gained. The Navigator. Napoleon shows a good understanding of naval power. He's pretty much a teenager at this point. Oh, no, he's not even a teenager, he's like a little kid. There's no way he understands
With his father,
naval stuff.
Napoleon traveled to mainland France to begin his schooling. From the moment he saw his new home, Napoleon fell in love. The beautiful countryside and cities must have been impressive to a boy from a small island. Perhaps he dared to dream that one day he would own all that beauty. With the camera now on Switzerland, quickly move back to Napoleon using the radar map at the bottom left of the screen. Simply
You want to
left-click
do
on
this?
the area of the map within the radar panel that you wish to view. The camera will then move there. Try using this method to change the view to Napoleon. Then select him and make your way to the Swiss border.
Okay, I did that. But I'm using the WASD keys right now. I don't know why I would use the middle mouse. I mean, I guess the middle mouse is a bit faster. Like, if you really quickly want to look around, it's pretty good for that. But I just prefer using these because it's more controllable, you know? It's just me, though.
Préparez-vous! Marchez!
I think it said March. I'm pretty sure it said March. There we go. Wait, we're gonna attack Switzerland?
Message boxes will appear during most turns on the left-hand side of the screen. As this is an important message, it will automatically open for you. Otherwise, you can left-click on the message icon to view a message or right-click to delete it.
Okay, so trade presence and an invaluable means of supplementing your income. Establish a trade agreement with the Swiss Confederation so the increased revenue may be used to further your ambitions.
You are about to enter another faction's territory. To see what your diplomatic relations are, click on the Diplomacy button at the bottom of the screen. The Diplomacy panel allows you to seek alliances, form trade agreements, and use other nations' land for military access. Each nation is listed in either the Major or Minor Nation tabs. You can interact with a nation by clicking on its name and then left-clicking on the Open Negotiations button at the bottom of the panel.
Yeah, right there. So I'm allied with the Swiss Confederation. Okay, so we're allies. Interesting. We're at war with the Great Britain. Okay, that's funny.
Switzerland is currently allied with France, and you have military access to their land. As it is a rich and wealthy nation, you should seek a trade agreement to increase France's wealth.
Sure, why not?
Select the Request Trade Agreement option from the left-hand side of the screen. Submit your offer by left-clicking on the Send Proposal button at the bottom of the panel.
Yes, you would accept this, correct? I think you would.
With a trade agreement, France receives additional wealth each turn for as long as the agreement is in effect. Your wealth can be viewed at the bottom of the screen.
Where? Here? Is that my wealth? I don't know, it's kind of small. Again, even at 1440p, the UI becomes smaller. Imagine double this, though. that's how bad it is at 4K. Most satisfactory. Good day to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good day to you, too, Swiss gentleman. I'm using hardware shadows. I don't know if that makes them look worse. They look very pixelated. Whoops, I don't mean to do that. Can I change it to not use hardware? Like, what does hardware shadows do? Faster rendering shadows. Does it look better, though? No, it's supposed to make the shadows look better, so I don't really understand. Does this help with aliasing? I don't know, but look at this pretty picture. Look at that. They're charging down a hill. I'm imagining this is Egypt. I don't think this helped a lot with aliasing. And I think this made everything blurry, so we'll just turn it back down again to 2. Like, I just have to deal with this being an old game. So calming. Calm music. What did he want me to do? I have checked my wealth. I have opened this up. He has seen the world, now he must control it. He's seen the world, now he must control it. Okay. Joining wars. Sovereign also welcome you. Now discuss the matter of importance. Request alliance. Yes, I request an alliance, please.
Prêt. En avant. Marchez. Armée. Halte.
I guess I end the turn.
A victim of bullying, Napoleon held his head high. Other children may have drawn in upon themselves. He had the fierce pride of his father, and when asked to kneel before a schoolmaster, he calmly replied that a man bows only before God. This maxim would follow him into his adult years.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good stance to have at that time, though. I need to go all the way over here.
À gauche.
As you have chosen to move Napoleon to a destination outside of his movement area, additional arrows have been drawn on the map to display the number of turns required to reach the destination.
1,
Each
2,
arrow
okay.
represents 1
2
turn.
more turns.
Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn.
Thank you very much.
Press the space bar to speed up movement and land and sea. Both units and turn times will now accelerate. Press the space bar again to return to the default speed.
Immédiatement.
Oh, I see. Okay. If you're marching very far, you can use this to kind of do that. I see. That's pretty cool. Alright, and then we end the turn, and then we go over the next turn.
Troupes. En avant.
It's just you, Napoleon. You don't need to say that. Description. Your first task is to build a college at Brienne. By building a college here, you will be able to start researching exciting new technologies. Sure.
To construct a college, select the town of Brienne. Then mouse over its construction site icon on the review panel. Once the college drop-down icon appears, left-click on it to start construction.
This one?
Each
Okay.
building takes a certain number of turns to construct. This number is displayed on the building's icon on the review panel.
Understood. You can even see the effects if you kind
Do
of
not
hover over
forget
them.
to click the End Turn button once you have
Yeah.
To review information relating to your current missions, select the Objectives button at the bottom of the screen.
The objectives
The
button.
Objectives panel displays your active mission, as well as the overall victory conditions required to win the campaign.
Okay, understood.
Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished. Traveling between regions can be made faster by improving the roads within them. To do this, select Reims and then select the Infrastructure tab.
What?
Then
Reims?
mouse over the construction site icon and select the road drop-down icon to upgrade the roads. Better quality roads allow agents
it's
and armies
town.
to move further within a region during a turn. They also improve the local economy and trade.
Infrastructure and then the basic roads. Does it change the map too? Oh, the college have been built. Now that you have built your first college, it is time to improve your nation's educational infrastructure by researching your first technology.
The construction of the college is now finished. Click on the Research and Technology button at the bottom of the screen to advance your nation's skills and resources.
All right, I shall do just that, good sir.
The Research and Technology panel shows military, administrative and industrial technology trees. Simply left-click on the technology icon within one of the trees to start research, or right-click to view the effects of a technology you are interested in researching. Technologies which cannot be researched at the moment will be grayed out. Each educational building you own allows one technology to be researched.
Might as well go with this one. No negatives. Do not forget to click the end to turn that
Gentlemen
button.
such as this
Ooh,
can
hello
be
there.
used in a variety of different ways. Dueling, stealing technology from other nations, and speeding up your own technology research time. Let's
Alright.
use this gentleman to help with research at the nearby college. To do this, select the gentleman, then right-click on the
Comment
college
puis-je vous
VM
servir?
to send him there.
Please teach people about the French
Your
Revolution.
gentleman
Ah,
is now
un
inside
lieu
the college.
d'apprentissage et de culture.
And you will notice on the tech tree that researching your new technology will be faster.
Oh,
By sending more gentlemen to this college, research speed will continue to increase. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn. Each time a technology is successfully researched, you will be presented with this message panel. Here, you will see information about the technologies that have been researched. You will also see which new technologies will be automatically researched from this turn.
okay, cool. Enlightened people.
Napoleon went to study at the École Militaire, a renowned military school that prepared him for his glittering career. He studied the lives of great military leaders, paying particular attention to Alexander's campaigns. He dreamed of emulating his heroes, something that few can turn into reality. But this was not the case for Napoleon. Make your way to Paris with Napoleon.
Okay, Napoleon. Let's go ahead and go over there. But it's not Napoleon, my bad. He just kind of worked over that to get back again. My
Napoleon
bad.
is garrisoned within Reims.
Un lieu
To
d'apprentissage
exit,
et de culture.
simply right-click on an area of land away from the city.
It's already researching the next one? Okay, that's fine. Build a cannon foundry.
To build a cannon foundry, select Paris and then the Construction tab on the Review panel. Now, select the Cannon Foundry drop. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to
I just finished it,
During this
okay?
campaign, Napoleon
Nice.
has gained various personality traits. Traits can be both positive and negative, and they are acquired as your generals do things and go places. To view your general's traits, right-click on his portrait card in the Army tab of the Review panel.
Army tab. Click on you, and then right click, and then here we can see all of his traits. Okay. Cannon foundry in Paris. Awesome.
You will find the Building Browser button useful now that you have a large number of buildings in your expanding empire.
Large?
You can find it at the bottom of the screen. The Building Browser shows the types and locations of your buildings. Click on any of the buildings to see how this panel shows you the chain of upgrades available for the building you have selected. You can also use the arrows at the top of the panel to cycle through your various regions to see which buildings they contain. This is a useful method to see if any buildings can be upgraded in your empire.
Okay, neat. Mission issued. Recruit a cannon unit from the cannon
To
foundry.
recruit a unit, now select the cannon unit. To view information about a specific unit, Either mouse over a unit card to see a brief tooltip, or right-click on the unit card to bring up. This panel gives you important information about the unit, including size, cost, experience, special abilities, and a detailed description.
Okay.
Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished.
A whiff of grape shot. Taking the first... Okay.
The Revolution. A time of upheaval and a shining opportunity for Napoleon. Social position counted for nothing. Ambition would take a man anywhere, and Napoleon had it in abundance. Opportunity was coupled with hardship. Napoleon lost his father, but now he had a destiny to create. Make your way to Dijon with Napoleon.
Sure. Okay. Unit recruited. And then, of course, we have artillery cadet. Very best plaything a young man with military tactics can have. I mean, I guess it is pretty strong for the time.
Immédiatement. Citoyens, marchez!
The gunsmith needs to be improved to help bolster the potential of the French army. Build a musket factory to replace
To
it.
start building the musket manufactory, remember to select Dijon, and then do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished. Workers are on strike in Paris.
Oh no!
Ignore them for the time being.
Just ignore it.
People are notorious for kicking up a fuss and will go back to work soon enough.
Sure.
To increase your nation's wealth, upgrade your towns and farms throughout France.
I don't think you want me to do that now, right?
Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn.
I'm doing everything I need to do this turn by upgrading everything I feel like I need to upgrade this turn. Indeed, yes, okay. I know I don't really have to go crazy right now, but he wanted me to do it, so I'm doing it. Alright, end the turn. The musket factory has been built. Additional troops can be recruited every turn, and the unit cost will have been significantly lowered in the region. Workers' riot. Riots have broken out in the streets of Paris. Restore public order before the situation escalates
Paris
into a rebellion.
is now rioting. Pressing the home key will focus the camera on your capital. You must stop the riot before the situation turns into a full-blown rebellion.
Yeah, people not very happy.
Now, click on the government button at the bottom of the screen to deal with the unrest.
Government? Oh, this one.
The government panel contains information about the current status of the nation. It also gives you the opportunity to change your government ministers and national taxes. Select the Policies tab to lower taxes in France. To set the tax levels for the upper and lower classes of France, simply slide the rule buttons left and right. You will now notice that the map of Europe will start to change in color depending on the taxes rate you have set for your country. By increasing taxes, you are more likely to upset people, as shown in red. By reducing them, you will increase happiness, as shown in green.
So you want me to get green? Not... Okay. I'll get green then. There you go. That's good enough, right? You have successfully restored public order in Paris. Peace has been settled once more, and the people are working for the good of our nation again.
With the riots over, it is a good idea to repair buildings that were damaged by rioters. Click on any of your towns which have been damaged, shown by black smoke. Now, select the damaged building icon within the review panel and left-click on the repair button to start repairing the building. Each building costs a different amount of gold to repair and takes several turns to complete. The cost and time required for repair depends on the amount of damage done.
I do not see any... Oh, this one maybe. No, No, I don't see any any damaged buildings.
Garrisoning units within a rioting city will also help stop the unrest. Recruit a unit of dragoons to help, as they have a greater policing bonus than other units.
You want me to go in here and recruit a dragoon unit?
After the loss of his father, Napoleon was left without a guide. He found a new mentor in Baron Dutheil, the man who was to nurture his talent for artillery and set the young Napoleon on the path to greatness.
The Kingdom of Sardinia has declared war on France. We must construct a fleet to defend our shores. Build a shipyard. Okay. How dare they?
Select the port of Genoa to begin the conversion. Now, select the trading port icon on the review panel. With this selected, click on the Change Building Type button at the bottom of the screen.
This one?
Then, pick the dockyard building icon to convert the town into a dockyard.
Okay.
With the dockyard completed, we can defend our seas against the Sardinians and other aggressors.
Construct a third-rate ship to tackle this Sardinian threat.
To start recruiting your fleet, select Genoa. Do not forget to click the End Turn button. Sea trade is vital. The Sardinians have a trade route nearby, and it would be a good idea to indulge in a little piracy. Select
Just
your
casually
ship
a pirate.
and right-click on the trade route. Once the ship is in position, it will automatically start its pirating activities.
Sure, why not?
This
I'm
is
a pirate
indicated
now.
by the flipping of the ship's flag. With the trade route under our control, the Sardinians will struggle to make money from it. Do not forget to click the End.
Okay. This should be it. There we go. I built one.
In his first action, Napoleon proved that he was a more than capable soldier. He was able to look battle in the face, unblinking and undaunted. He took this bravery and returned to Corsica, the island home that he had left so long ago.
He did.
To blockade a port, simply select one of your ships and then right-click on the port you want to blockade. Once the ship reaches the port, it will automatically stop the blockade. The port will remain closed until the enemy sends an army or fleet to lift the blockade. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need.
Sure, End Turn button. With the Sardinians no longer in position to attack us by sea, this is an ideal opportunity to strike peace treaty with them.
Select the Diplomatic Relations button, and then select Sardinia from the list of nations on the Diplomacy panel.
I request peace.
Open negotiation with them and choose the peace treaty option.
Can I give me
Finally,
money?
Select the Send Proposal button.
Fine.
And you have successfully made peace with Sardinia. The waters along our southern coast will be safe again.
With peace now. I don't like it. I guess we should not be raiding this stuff anymore. Probably not a good idea.
Officier sur le pont. Ordre du navire.
Alright, let's get over here.
Mettez les voiles. Mettez-y tout votre cœur.
Okay, let's get over here just in case that's needed.
Bien arrimé.
You guys stay in port for now.
Toulon, 1793. Napoleon was given his chance and control of the artillery after the previous commander was injured. Napoleon's attention to detail and confidence made quite an impression on his superiors, and they sang his praises to Paris. His reputation was being made.
It was being made. You aspire to infiltrate the city?
This is our nation's secret weapon, the spy.
Spies? Okay.
Before you send your army to besiege Toulon, a spy can sabotage buildings, assassinate generals, or discover vital informations about the enemy.
Okay, sounds good.
Spies and other agents can be found easily using the list button at the bottom of the screen. The panel will show you useful information about your agents, your armed forces, and your regions. Select the Infiltrate option.
Okay.
If the spy
Infiltrate.
has enough movement, once the spy enters the city, you will see him in the Agent tab of the Review panel. From here, you will be able to carry out various tasks from the next turn onwards, including assassinations and sabotaging enemy buildings.
Nice, okay.
In light of the information from your spy, it would be wise to increase your army in size and strength. Make sure you have recruited cannons and line infantry from Paris before you attack the city.
Okay, but how much? While we're dealing with this, didn't the British have captured the city of Toulon? Okay.
To attack the city of Toulon, select your army or armies and then right-click on the city.
À vos ordres.
Oh yeah, you need to get over here anyway, I guess.
Monsieur, vos ordres. Troupes, en avant.
So recruited from over here. That's fair. That's fair. Maybe I should take these guys and run out with them as well. It would be great to get more recruited. Oh well, I don't need to. Just have to wait a turn. Rather been blocked by the character.
Citoyens, marchez. Troupes, en avant. Vos ordres. D'autres
Okay.
ordres.
Now Napoleon has an army.
D'autres ordres.
It's a tiny army, but it's still an army. So go and besiege it, they said?
Le rappel pour la bataille.
Having spent several weeks associating with Bear and Bounders the underbelly of the city, your spy has established a reliable network. He will now be able to provide you with a steady stream of intelligence about this stuff. Okay.
Battez pavillon.
Oh, that's pretty weak.
À vos ordres.
With your nation close to bankruptcy, it would be wise to increase taxes throughout your lands, or disband some of your troops or fleets to increase your income for the next turn.
Okay. I will up the taxes until it is yellow. There we go, 0. That works. That's what I want to see. Hopefully they won't hate me for that. Imminent bankruptcy, still bankruptcy? How am I still getting bankrupt?
The Ministers panel shows you your national government. Each minister has a set of traits which gives bonuses or penalties within their areas of expertise.
I'm a bit confused though, because how do I know my actual income? I guess I'll just disband some units. I got a few too many, I suppose. But how do I disband them? You haven't told me that. Disband selected unit. Disband another selected unit. Is that good enough? That should be fine.
Préparez-vous pour la guerre. Monsieur. Monsieur.
Wait, whoops.
Vos ordres. Monsieur. Préparez-vous. Marchez.
Not all what I wanted to do. And I'll keep crippling your unless taxes are raised or unnecessary units suspended. Bankruptcy seems inevitable. I assume.
Prêt à
Fine.
recevoir vos ordres.
Dang. It really does not want me to have any armies or anything here.
Votre humble serviteur.
What about now? Still bankruptcy? Okay. Okay. I really don't get how I'm still getting bankruptcy issues.
Préparez les troupes pour la
Okay, screw it. I'm just gonna go. There we go. Bankrupt. You're now bankrupt. There is no money left in your treasury. This is causing descent among the population and mutinous whispers. Stuff. Whatever.
Préparez les troupes. peu pour la bataille.
That really hurt my army, by the way. Go bankrupt anyway.
The
Commencez le
pre-battle
siège!
panel has vital information in determining how to attack or defend against your enemy. Apart from showing you the troops, which each army contains and their size, it also shows you how likely you are to win or lose, indicated by the colored bar at the center of the panel.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
At the bottom of the panel,
okay.
you will notice various attacking options. These buttons allow you to either continue or break a siege on your enemy's stronghold, attack the enemy by playing or by auto-resolving the battle, or finally, demanding that your enemy surrenders. Try using the auto-resolve options now to capture Toulon.
Okay, I don't like auto-resolve, but sure.
Hurrah! Hurrah! Le
You have
siège est
successfully
terminé!
captured Toulon and driven the British from France. Hailed as a hero, Napoleon had his first taste of fame and loved it. With the power of the military, he could achieve anything. That much was abundantly clear to the young and ambitious officer. All he needed was one chance to build his power base and seize control of the nation he had so admired. He would not have long to wait. As the British warships fled the harbor, so did Napoleon's last doubts in his abilities. He had stepped from the shadows to take command and led his soldiers to victory. At 24, Napoleon was a brigadier general of artillery. Now, he wanted an army. The years of waiting were almost over.
Alright, well that was the tutorial. That's also gonna do it for part 1. I know that one was pretty slow, but the other ones are gonna be actual like battles, I think. Or actual like campaign maps. So I do hope you guys enjoyed part 1. If you did, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. Hope to see you guys in the next one. And as always, stay awesome.